Today I wanted to talk about a brand new light from a company called Luxli, and this is a 5-inch multicolor LED light called the Orchestra Viola. One of the things that makes this light unique is the ability to alternate between CCT mode and color wheel mode. Alright, so let's start out by looking at the back of the light. You can see that it uses a Sony L-series compatible battery. Got a release button right here, so you can take the battery out and then it snaps right into place. We have the on-off button right here. You can see as soon as I click it, it will turn on, and then this LED display turns on. And there are several items that are highlighted here. You can see the current charge of the battery, whether the Bluetooth is connected or not. And right now we're in CCT mode, or color correlated temperature. So you can see we're at 3000K. And the light goes all the way from 3000 to 10,000K and has some presets that we'll look at in a minute. This is the color mode button. So as I press it, it will change. You can see now we're looking at degrees, and if I click on it again, it goes to Kelvin again. And then 0% right here, that's the intensity. So right now it's turned off. On the side here, we've got the brightness. So as I turn this knob, you can see the percentage is going up and then back down. And I can control the color temperature. And what's nice is that there are some presets here. So for example, as I get to 3200, it hits on incandescent. And you can see that as I hit it, the icon actually fills in white. So just as an extra indicator for you. So we've got 3200, which is incandescent. I can go up to 4300. And then you'll see fluorescent will light up. Daylight will be at 5600. Oops, I just went over it. There we go. And then we also have cloudy at 6400. And then finally shade at 7200. And then as I mentioned in the beginning, you can go all the way up to 10K. On this side, you'll find the DC power input and a micro USB port, which is used to do firmware updates. I already did that on the light. It took about 2 minutes. And you can find firmware updates at luxlilight.com. All right, so we looked at some of the CCT presets. Let's go ahead and switch it to color wheel mode and see what we can get then. We'll go ahead and click the mode button. And right now we're at 0 degrees, which is red. And I'm not sure how much you can see that it's turning the background red, but I also have a lot of lights here, so it's fighting. But if I put my hand up here, you can see that it's definitely putting out some red light. And now as I use the color dial, you'll see that the colors start changing to the colors on the color wheel. So we're starting with red, and as I get to 60, it will go to yellow. At 120, there we go, it'll be a green. And again, you can see their indicators. Go to cyan at 180, right there. Then to blue at 240. And then finally to magenta at 300. And then if I go up to 360, obviously it goes back to red at 0. Let's talk a little bit about the battery. So the provider battery should last between 1.5 hours to 2 hours if you're using it in CCT mode. If you're using it in color wheel mode, then it depends on how many LEDs you're using, because there are 3 different lights. So if you're using all of them, then you're probably looking at somewhere between 1 hour to 1.5 hours, which is plenty for us. What's nice is a few of our other LED lights use the same batteries, so we just keep them charged, and then it's very easy to just swap them in and out. So for such a small light, it really does put out a lot of light. Again, here it's competing with the rest of the lights in the studio. And I don't know that it's bright enough to actually use as a key light, but definitely as an accent light, a rim light. And there are also some specialty uses that we'll show you in a little bit. One of the things that I really like about this light is that I can control it from my iPhone. So if you go to the App Store and just search for Luxli Conductor and download the app, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I can control everything from light intensity to color temperature. There are also some other really neat things that you can do. Like you can actually use your phone's camera and turn it on and then click right on the image that's coming up, and the Luxli will match the color that you're selecting. and then we'll also save it for you so that you can use it for future use. There's also a strobe mode where you can select any colors that you want and the Luxli will alternate between them. The initial firmware on the Luxli let you connect up to 6 lights to your iPhone or iPad, but now with the latest update, you can connect 10 lights and control them from one iPad with no problem. So as I mentioned, this light is probably not big enough to be a full-time key light, but you can definitely use it as a rim light. You can light the background with it. We've already used it on some product shoots, both to just highlight particular features of the product or to also add some neat color. Another thing that you can use this light for is to feature a particular item in a layered shot. So you may have an item in the background that you just want to highlight, and this would be a perfect light to do that. And finally, and what we use this most for, is as a travel light. It's very small, just stows away, and we can take it anywhere without a problem. You can mount it right on top of your camera. There's a cold shoe adapter that came with it. Now normally, I don't love having the light source be right on top of the camera, but there are times where you just can't help that. And of course, in this case, you can see we've just got it mounted right on a light stand. In addition to the cold shoe mount at the bottom, there's also a 1/4-20, so you can thread it right on top of your light stand. One of the things that bothers me about LED lights is that I can't have them pointed directly at me without a diffuser. For some reason, it makes me feel nauseated. So one of the things that I really like about this light is that Luxli came out with a very low profile diffuser. And basically this just snaps out just like this and then fits directly over the light. And now you can see that even at 100%, it puts out a much softer light. The other nice thing is that if you want to leave the diffuser on, it actually just folds back, and then it's very low profile to just pack it in just like that and take it with you. Now the light comes with 3 different diffusers. Right now I have a 40° on it. It also comes with a 20° and a 5°. And I probably use this one most often because, basically like every other LED light, because you're using so many different individual light sources, you want to diffuse them so you don't get individual shadows. What I like about the way this diffuser works is it actually moves the diffuser a little farther away than the light and seems to diffuse the light quite well. Now connecting the light to the app is really simple. Basically just make sure that Bluetooth is enabled on your device and then go ahead and open the app. As soon as you power on the Viola, the Bluetooth indicator should show you that it's searching. Open the app and the app will detect the Viola, and then you'll notice that the Bluetooth icon changes on the back of the light. Once it's connected, you can go ahead and just start using it. And after the first time we connected the light, then as soon as we open the app, it would just reconnect. So it was very, very easy. This was our first impression of the Orchestra Viola from Luxli. So if you're looking for a great travel light and a light that can alternate between CCT and color wheel modes, you should definitely check out the Viola. If you have any other questions about this light or our experience with it, please put them in the comment section below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like, and hopefully check out some of our other videos. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to check us out on Twitter @TechGearTalk. Take care.